Here we go, boys. Episode 76. Put a line through it, Tony. Mate, it's colder than a mother-in-law's kiss over here in Footcroke at the moment, mate. We're on the verge of snow. It's a little bit like Mardo's tipping. Very icy cold unless it comes to
frozen. Frozen, yeah.
Let it go, Mardo. Let it go, we say. Casey, welcome to the show, mate. The TNT, which is you, as, and T, Tone, exploded last night for a nice little result over in the UK.
We did. We did indeed. It was fantastic. The one thing you will always get from TNT is value. Okay. And when you get value, it's the type of value you want to eat, because we did it again last night. Nothing finished first and fourth. Unlike some tipsters. Yeah. Unlike some who just, can give you value, and it's $2.25.
Well, only Muppets would give you like a $2.50 tip this week. Like, for example, the Bopper. Who the fuck would do that? Because the whole of Australia probably knows that it's going to run around about even money. So you're not really doing much homework for anyone there, are you?
No, anyone can tip a favourite. Anyone.
Yeah, that's
just
right.
Pick up the newspaper.
Yeah,
that's all you got to do.
Yeah.
But can I just say something?
Yes,
if we're talking about winners.
Yeah.
If we are talking about winners.
Yeah.
How did you go today?
Oh, Pezza. It was his birthday yesterday. Thanks for all the love, boys. I didn't see much from Mardo, of course, but I saw a beautiful post from Tone. Thanks, mate. I know you have a few senior moments, but it was good that you got the right day this year. Thanks, mate.
Oh, get it right, mate. Get it right sometimes.
And Tassie, thanks for the love again. And a couple of the boys commented, which was great. And Pez throws out a little black booker yesterday and Ubiquitous. And it got up in a nice little magical drift out to $4, $2.90 out to 4. Salutes by half a length. Pretty strong, big green horse, which I love. But today, the Prince, Olara's Prince, Pez has found a maiden that pig-rooted, missed the start by 6 last start and runs home for second. So, of course, it's going to brain him today if it jumped. And it jumped, has he?
But it was a recipe for a win.
Yes.
I mean, I actually went out there, like after that beautifully worded post of yours, I actually gave it a winning kiss. I just straight out, when I read it, it could have been 250 to 1.
Yep.
The way that you sold it, it won. And it won. Yeah. That's it. So well done. Kudos to you. Did you get the quaddy? I know you don't take quaddies, eh?
$6.40 top tote. No Mardo prices right here. I actually look for a bit of value and look for something that, not many people know about horses in horse racing in Binjara. So I'm glad a few of the PaLTI pirates stoked up. Good on you, Woodsy. You fucking legend. And one of the best names ever on Facebook. I think it's Daz Diggerton. Fucking what a legend this bloke is. So good on you, boys. I'm glad we tipped you into a couple of winners the last couple of days. And, of course, we should not forget the forgotten soldier here, Tone, in Mardo. I think Mardo's up and about something. What's he up and about, Tone?
Oh, about backing winners every day or something like that. Is that right? He's got 4 out of the last 32 quaddies, something. I'm not sure. What is that number? I can't remember. You know, Taz?
Well, I think he's made up one. He reckons he's got 5 out of 7, but in my calculations, he's got 4 out of the last 6.
No,
but your system's working well. Can you explain it very quickly to the PaLTI pirates?
Yeah, well, basically, in order to get a Mardo quaddie at a bigger percentage, if he's tipped the horse in that race, put a line through it.
Put a line through it, Tony.
Put a line through it because it'll run second, third, fourth, or nowhere.
Mate, so how would you have gone yesterday in the Caulfield quaddie? Just say
you would have got
a line through it. You get it. Bigger percentage.
Yeah, you get it. Yeah. I don't think Mardo tipped any winners straight. No. Or maybe he did tip one, didn't he?
Oh, he might have got one leg. Yeah. But Gold Coast last week, your system worked perfectly.
Look, you've got to play the numbers game. And I mean, Mardo got 5 out of 7. Yep. Prior to that, he was 1 from 403. So he's travelling well. So he is going well.
He sounds like
out of 7.
He sounds like
408.
He sounds like a Bangladesh attack in the second test in New Zealand. 1 for 349, I think they were at one stage, the Kiwis. So well done, Mardo. No, Mardo's on fire. Don't worry about that. The quaddie king, he's got the little chest out and the little knock knees and the pigeon toes. He's up and about. Don't worry about that. He's walking around Cairns like Jason Adrian Barnes.
With his Jordans on.
Peacocking.
Jordans. Big swinger.
Oh.
Look,
anyway,
look, credit to where it's where it's due though.
Yep.
He did get it. Well done, Marto.
Well done.
6 by 7 by 9 by field. You got it. Well done.
Well done, Marto. Yeah, and the percentage of like I think it was about $188 for 2%. Awesome.
Yep. Well done.
Anyway, episode 75. We've got 2 seconds. Tone, a nice little second. Do we get on next start?
Geez, I don't know. I reckon next start they'll pull it up and they'll let it win the start after when it gets a price.
Okay, so let's go hard on the third up start.
Third up.
Pieces push, love tap. Basically, I was shattered when Nashi jumped to the front, and I knew like every race up until race 6, they all come from last. I thought we were in a world of hurt, and then the rain came, and then they all won on pace. So I think Nash had a brain explosion, and I know he likes to go hands and heels, Nashy, but I think he could have given it a couple of whacks down the straight and kept going. But I don't know why he went back to the rail either, Nash. That was a fucking atrocious idea as well, because they were all storming down the centre. So anyway, Nash, Love Tap's backing up this week in the Magic Millions in the Cup. So who knows? It's 6-1. I don't think it's going to have any of mine on it. Marto's making 2 veg. A nice second from Marto. I think it was called Perfect Quaddy. Perfect Quaddy Selection.
No, it was called the Perfect PaLTI.
Right. Perfect.
Perfect PaLTI.
Yeah.
1 second.
I think it opened up at about 5.50 and it got crunched into about 3.20. And we're all getting a bit excited here in this neck of the woods, weren't we, Tom? We're getting a bit excited.
Yes, we thought, hello, here we go.
Hello. But, of course, Marto tipped us into a beautiful 2-leg second. And the Greek Freak was wider than Marto's range of tickets in a day. The great man goes from the UK to South Africa, right back here to WA. So Taz Frankel Star had a really tough run. It would have slept well that night.
Yeah, look, it was I think the horse was ready to go. There's no doubting that. But I don't understand why she just didn't take a sit. That said, we're not privy to instructions. We lost. She lives to ride another day, and it's definitely one that I have black booked, but it's got to find the right race. Maybe it just needs to draw inside a little bit better. But anyway, she butchered it. Yep.
And we just mentioned last night that Tone, Tassie, you found a winner. I think you had 4 tips in the end. One was scratched. The dart came 4th, which was a bit stiff. But on Bet365, you said it could pay 5 places, Tone. Is that what you were saying?
Yeah. Yes, they have the extra places over there, don't they, Taz? Depending on the on the field. So
it's good to know. That's good to know for all you Aussies out there. Jump on the Bet365 for the UK tips. They're going all right.
It was smashed.
And
it was smashed.
I
Pezza?
know.
The dart actually got back from 20s into 8s. I think thereabouts where it started.
I think most of them got backed in last night. Even Tone, Capricorn Prince, which was a bit of an omen bet for me, having my birthday yesterday. I think they'd started at 9s. It got backed in from 12s in the 9s. Yes,
that's it. Yeah, they smashed it in. They're pretty generous over there, aren't they, Taz? We find the prices in the UK are much, much better than in Australia as a rule.
It's pretty interesting, isn't it? Like, you have your omen bets, and the Prince got up last night and the Prince got up today. So take a look out for the Princes on the weekends. And my son's called Joey, Tassie, and there's 2 Joeys running around tomorrow, so I might mold him up as well. But anyway, without further ado, let's get into it. The medical man himself, Mr. Worldwide.
Hey guys, Marto here. Last week we found one better, unfortunately. That's racing, and we'll cop that. But I've been tipping your winners almost every day. I've tipped 5 out of the last 7 quaddies. If you follow my tips, then you're rich.
Hang on, can I go first?
Thoughts?
Look, let's be honest. When Marto says he's been tipping winners, I think what he means to say is when he tips 48 horses, he gets 1 winner. And if you're getting 1 winner a day, you need to say winners, don't you?
I like Tony's an English teacher over here, so he understands the plural. The plural the meaning of the word is when you add an S, which means more than one. I'm pretty sure he said winners.
Winners, yes.
He didn't say winner, did he? He said winners.
No, no.
He used an S. Fucking
maybe he's got a list. Maybe he's got a list. Maybe Marto's got a lisp and he just didn't come out right.
Wow. He seems a bit subdued this week, though, even though he's tipping us winners and quaddies.
Oh, who knows? There could be all sorts of things going through his head. His head's in this, like in those form guides, like an ostrich in the sand. So.
Yes, he's.
All right, for all you young PaLTI pirates, Google that. An ostrich in the sand.
I don't know. Does it work that way?
I don't know.
All right.
Yeah, okay.
Rolls off the tongue.
Actually, no,
That's how they
because
hide.
he's following the other boys as well, and they haven't really done that much.
He's giving us a clip. Little drive-by.
Oh.
Look at that evil grin on him. Look at the evil grin.
It is.
Hey, Tassie,
my
my
God.
favourite saying, mate, there's no I in team, but there's a U in, I better not say that word. I better not
There's a
say
U
that,
in that word.
C-U-N-T. I wouldn't say that. There's no I in team, but there's a U, or I won't say that. No.
People
The
know.
evil grin tone.
Oh, yes. Mini me. There we go.
$1 million. There we go.
Like and subscribe to the YouTube channel because the boys need help. They need funds from Google because they want more money for the punt. Look, this week we're going to Sydney. Race 7 at Rose Hill. A little bit of rain on the track. I'm not worried about that. We're rehashing an old favourite, the Bopper. Hello, baby. Got Joshy Parr on front running jockey. He's won on him before. He blew them away last start over the 1,000 metres. We're getting out to 1,100 this start. And the one that actually finished third to him last start blew them away on the Gold Coast last week. So good form for the race. And I don't see anything troubling us here. I value him at about $2.20, $2.25. So at $2.50 we're getting value. Don't worry about the short price. I know the boys are going to comment about it, but
$2.50 we're getting value.
Yeah, that's
25 cents, Tone.
Do you know what you could buy for $2.50, Marto? Seriously, you can't even get minimum chips at the fish and chip shops for $2.50.
No, mate, I think what did
Can
you
you buy a
last
can of
night?
Coke?
Capricorn Prince, it was 12 to 1 I got. What was yours in Tassie? Mark or something?
Yeah, well, they started at 6, but eventually I think it was back then. It might have started.
Yeah.
Might have been, I don't know, just under 4 to 1. Doopy got his piece.
Pezza
But
throws
hang on,
out
let's
yesterday $2.90, drifts out to $4. Today I threw out a Lara's Prince, drifts out to $6.40 best tote. $2.50 time.
Go.
We're getting value, says the great man.
Valued. Well, they won't even buy me a 600 ml Coke, will it?
Oh, I wouldn't buy a 600 ml Coke in Australia. I might get one in Japan.
So what Marto's trying to say is, for $1, if you put $1 on, you'll get $1.50 extra back.
Let's go.
Oh, that's really worth the risk. Why not? Absolutely. PaLTI. Pirate.
Loser.
Oh.
How about you? I'd rather take a short price winner than a long price loser. About it, but I'd rather take a short price winner than a long price loser. How about you?
Geez, I'm not sure. Sometimes I like a long price loser.
Yeah.
I don't know. Jeez.
Well, hang on. Can I ask you something, Pezza?
Sure.
And Tone, just out of curiosity,
Right.
a $2.50 short price loser, is that better than a, I don't know, $16 long price loser?
I don't know, mate. I think I'm going to be more $2.50 short pricey because I'm going to have a fair chunk on it.
You are.
I'll take the long price loser.
Oh.
The bottom line is they're both losers, Marto.
Yeah.
So until this one gets over the line, Don't tell us you're going to take a $2.50 short price winner.
Oh.
Get it over the line first, son.
Oh,
then when it's done,
as he's up and about,
next week and give it to us.
The Greek freak. He's the Greek way tonight. I tell you what. Oh, Jesus.
Is it? Hang on. It's race 7 too. Is it in the leg of the quaddie?
I think so. Yeah.
Well, then I would expect that if Mano sees it as value and Mano sees it as his pick, his meat and 2 veg, not a bangers and mash, his Sydney quaddie will only have one in that race. One out, surely.
It's a standout.
I don't want to spoil alert, but I think you blokes have got 3 legs of the quaddie in Rose Hill this week. So your PaLTI Pirates, you might have to take a little bit of a note because you might be able to get on the old Sydney quaddie pretty short here. So very interesting. But anyway, let's finish the great man.
Good luck,
yes,
boys.
Please.
The quaddie on in the Gold Coast this week, and we're going to get it. See you later. See you next week. Bye-bye.
Good on you, Marto. Yeah, fucking
on you, Marto.
Marto's race 7, number 2. I think it's the first leg of the quaddie, actually, because I think there's 10 races in Sydney. Race 7, number 2, the Bopper. Meat and 2 veg. Marto backs up on the Bopper, $2.50. And he's found value, ladies and gentlemen. He said it should be $2 to $2.25. So that extra 25 cents, don't take it to the bank.
Look,
there we go.
Okay.
Get on his quaddie though, boys. 5 from 7. Get on his quaddies.
Tassie, I know you're looking at Frankel Star last week. It was a butcher. It was a slaughter. It was a lot wider than we all expected. But I'll tell you what, it needed a super effort to win last week. So what do you got this week, mate?
This week, I am going with super effort.
Oh.
I am sticking in Sydney. I was going to go to Adelaide. I was going to go all over the joint, but I've stuck with super effort. Jay Ford's on it. He's been on it 4 times. He hasn't missed a placing with it. Wow. I think the extra distance is going to suit it. Yes, it's going to find a little bit of chop in the ground, which is going to suit, and it's going to take a nice sit and just explode.
Beautiful.
Well, I like the ones that explode, Tony. I like it like Team TNT in the UK overnight. Bang.
At 6 skins, I'd call that value. There's value there.
Well, you know, it opened up at $6.50, so you probably missed the value, according to Marto. You've missed the 50 cents. Super effort. There we go. I like Gerald Ryan. He goes, all right, don't worry about that. And Jay Ford, he knows how to ride a winner on a Saturday. So
look, it's slightly racing. I think it's only had, I don't know, maybe 16 starts or something. Thereabouts. I'm going offhand. And I think it's been in the money about 10 or 11. So
yeah, you can't knock the barrier. Can do a lot from there. Can do whatever it's going to do. So I like it. I like it, mate. Don't worry. It's good. Super effort. Jace, not too sure what the medical man is up to. He had a big night last night. He reckons he celebrated my birthday for me, which was great. He had a lunch with a few mates. He was at the pokies drinking pots. So good on you, Jace. Hope you didn't lose too much, mate. Saturday quaddie. Let's go north. Let's go north. Not North Melbourne, but north. The quaddie, Magic Millions, baby. Let's go to Brizzy, the Gold Coast. Taz, probably the hardest race in Australia, except for race 8. Numbers 1, 3, 5, 7, and 12. You got a bit wide, big boy.
I have. I've gone with 5 in this league. I know that normally we go with 4. Look, you could probably take the field in this if you could find, a 1 out somewhere, but it's really, really hard. I've put the 1 in. I think it's the top weight. It's a handicapper's pick. At the end of the day, you can't leave it out. It's been racing well.
Yeah.
Bo Rosser, I know Clarkin and Pennell have stayed up there.
Yep.
Second up, it's second up form. I don't think it's lost second up.
Perfect.
So it's up there for a reason. What is it? Ballantyne Boy. I think that's what it's called, isn't it?
Ballistic Boy.
Ballistic Boy. Again, it's a chance. I've got something written about it. It had a little freshen up. So it's really second up.
Okay.
A little bit of extra distance will suit. Nudge. Yeah. Nudge's last run, too good. You're looking at Waller here and J-Mac. You can't leave him out. Yeah. And I've thrown in the 12, and I know he's our favourite jockey here, but he has been riding really, really well. This class might be a bit above him for Sambro, but I don't know. He just missed last time. It could be a bit of pace on. There could be a surprise, and it could be the one.
Yeah, it's a really hard race. You haven't thrown in the last winner, last year's winner, and the year before.
11-11.
Yeah.
No, I can't. I can't. No, I can't, because I know certain horses peak at certain times of the year and stuff. Yeah. But 11-11.
It's won this race the last 2 years.
Yeah, I know, but it's due. It's like saying you just keep betting on black. Follow.
Rightio.
Every now and again, you got to bet on the red.
Nah, she's a tough race, Tone. There's a couple of ghosts in there for you, mate. Number 20, Mr. Moneybags. That's one of yours, isn't it, Tone?
Oh, it is. Yeah, Mr. Moneybags. God, yeah.
Tough start. If we're away, we're pretty happy. I tell you what, if Axe wins Tassie, I'll cry.
Yeah, so will I. But the thing is that what's his name? Jay Chester isn't riding it. Yeah. He normally rides it on the Gold Coast. So
there's a little background story to that. Jay Chester Overmore, whatever, gave Tassie a tip 2 starts ago, and then he couldn't even get into the track that day at the Gold Coast because he had COVID or something. Yeah. So, he was supposedly going to win that day, and he got ridden a little bit upside down and come second. But anyway, we'll see how we go. Come 5th, actually, by the way. Anyway, Tone, you've got the magic move. You've got the big 2-year-old race, the $1 million race. Here we go, big boy. What do we got? You got numbers 9, 10, 11, 12, and 14, big boy.
Yes, it's it's a hard one. It's a hard one. Look, mate, I'll probably take the field, but I'm not taking the field. I'm not changing any of my selections. You're going to throw in the favourite, of course. Cool and Gutter should win. Should win. Just it wins, as some people say.
Some people say might be going one
some
out.
People, yes, true. I've thrown in the 10 Soaring Ambition, the 11 Russian Conquest. You've got what's name in there, Miss Hellfire. I think that's one of Taz's, isn't it?
Yeah.
And Perfect Mission is one of mine. But gee, look, they're all going to be trying. They're 2-year-olds. You've got the X factor with 2-year-olds, haven't you? Anything can happen.
Well, like Perfect Mission last week. You know how you and Marto like to sort of reach around.
Yes, they do.
Poke each other with yee and well, that was Marto's meeting 2 bigs last week in Perfect Mission.
You know, it's harder than a horse heart. It's really tough. And who knows? May have missed out the winner, but what can you do?
Yeah,
very best.
I'm excited. I'm excited to see Mishani Spartan, one of the Mishani horses that usually run in Toowoomba for LG Ross. He's an absolute lunatic trainer, but he's got all the Mishani horses. This horse won its first 2 starts, and it won its first start, Tony, at about 80-1. And then last week it was 30-1 and brained it. It was one of the biggest runs you've ever seen, Tone.
It was like nowhere to be seen, out wide, out the back, and it ended up like doing it. Like did a Z, didn't it? It just came down with.
He was.
Oh, it was incredible.
Smashing it around the corner. It was beaten, Tone. It was 30 lengths behind. Absolutely getting smacked like an unwanted child type. What do you say? It like a.
Getting smacked around like a red-headed stepsister.
There we go. It was getting smacked around like. And the thing won. I've never seen anything so incredible. So I'm happy to see Mishani Spartan go around. And then, of course, J.W. Richards is off to Hong Kong from the big New Zealand king. And Brenny Purple's jumped off Mishani Spartan and he's riding Bright Blue Sky, which is the New Zealand Invader.
Look, its first run, it wasn't too bad as well. Its first up. Yeah. Admittedly, it was in a race that Coolangatta won, and I think that I got the Quinella because the 7th, Sewell ran second that day.
Yep.
Wonderful Quinella, by the way. He came over with a few wraps on this horse, but to be honest, I reckon you could probably. I don't know. For me, I just want Coolangatta to win. I just want it to win only for one reason, not because of the $2 here.
Yeah.
But because of the value that I've got, it going into futures, into the Cox plate with Espiona, whatever. That's what I mean. And I've also got it. I went stupid and also took it into the Sydney Cup with Spanish Mission. So it's not the $2 that I want.
It's the future bets.
No, it's the futures.
And
that's right.
I love the fact that on Thelwell, the one you just mentioned, Justin Stanley's getting a ride in one of the biggest races in the Australian racing calendar, which is the big 2-year-old epic, where dreams come true when I think there's 6 horses in this race, Tony, that are under $30,000 purchase price. And they run around for millions. So I love it. Fantastic. I know the Aussies love their 2-year-olds. I love their 2-year-olds, but geez, I think Coolangatta, I think it's a wee bit special. But yeah, great race. Yeah, and then you've got the Queen, Annabelle Nisha with Tommy Berry there, the Group 1 and winning trainer that she is. There, number 10. Anyway, let's get away from that. Pez has got the hardest race in the world, 2, 3, 6, 8, and 11. I also like the 13 and the 14. I think Starman, you got J-Mac on. Last start winner, of course, last week. Absolutely brains him in a lesser race. You've got Jamia, which is your Sydney horse, coming up with the form. It's been trialled twice, hoof on the till. But golly, there's some ghosts in this race. Bend the Knee, I was on 2 starts ago in Melbourne, weren't we, Tassie?
We were on it in more ways than one.
I can't put it in, and Jesus Christ, I'm pretty keen on the Me Lagarde, but she's drawn the car park. But I tell you what, if you saw it win last start, you'd be going, why is Pez going 5? You should be going 11 straight out. Because
I'm surprised you left out I'm surprised you left out indiscreetly. I mean, it had the one run down in Melbourne and it went up there, and we've both been on it since. I'm surprised you left it out.
And that's the original trainer of Incentivize. So at the moment, however he's getting these horses that look amazing for not a lot of money. And Bagora, he's done it again. He's got an absolute star in this thing. So again, if you can take the field into Coolangatta, into a couple in the last, you're probably going all right, I reckon, because she's a tough old race. And then Mardo's got numbers 1, 3, and 4. He likes F Troop. If you've got the bank, throw it in. He reckons number 7, but he reckons that he's got the easiest leg of the day, and he's really keen on the Stephanie Thornton ridden Golden Horse on Miami Fleece. But for me, it's a bit of a, I don't know, sometimes they build a statue about horses, and I think this could be one of them. The bookies, I mean.
He's put one of my ghosts in there, Wisdom of Water.
Yeah.
I'm really surprised, especially because it's drawn so badly. Look, Miami Fleece should probably just get out and lead, but I don't know. Again, what price is it?
$270.
Is there value? How much?
$270.
Yeah. So again,
it's going to start shorter. So
I mean, so
it's no way you won't get 270 on Saturday. I don't reckon. It's going to come into about 220 because the Golan factor last race, in the Tuxedo Silks, it's going to come in and they're going to smack it. So, yeah, I don't know.
Maybe look, if he is the true wanker that he claims to be, as in winning anchor.
Yes, the wanker.
If he is the true wanker,
he is the true wanker. You're right.
He'll get it. Oh,
yeah, bring us home.
It'd be a miracle if we get the first 3 legs and we go into Mardo, because I tell you what, that is content for next week. The Quaddy King, all he had to do was get 1 leg of the easiest leg of the day. The Quaddy King, I tell you what, yeah. But anyway, this is gambling. This is not investing. This is gambling. If you're going to throw out your $30 on a Quaddy, it's a gamble this week. It's not an investment, because I swear to God, as I said, like Coolangatta is probably the best horse in Australia going around, quite possibly, Tony, on times and on performance that we've seen at the track. But it's not going to say that in a 2-year-old race there's a lay down misère. You know what I mean? Like, even Winks was beaten first up. Very Elegant was beaten first up, Tone.
Yes.
Tone's got some stats. Have you got some stats for us, Tone, as to why and how these things do get beaten?
Oh, it's just the X factor, like Stain Vita. Look at that. Years ago, it's 10, 15 lengths in front, steps in the hole, breaks its leg, game over. Dulcify got into that horrible bloody, what's name in the cup, would it have won the cup? And of course, Pezza knows this one. Tezza got to chuck this one in. Alligator Blood, give her a bit of a strike.
Oh, Super Seth. Ryan Maloney, just look to the right.
And we were on. We were on.
Super Seth. Oh, it was magical. Magical. Alligator Blood should have been unbeaten. Oh, Ryan Maloney drops his hands with 100 to go, and old Super Seth Damien Oliver screaming down the outside.
Damo gets us over the line.
Oh,
You know,
it's one of the
it's
best
not
moments,
over.
best moments ever. All right, Tony, here we go. Here we go. Big boy, you ready? Here we go. Tones Titanium tip, Rose Hill.
Yes.
Race 10. There we go. Number
Yes,
6.
race 10. End of the day, Steel Diamond. I'm giving Joshua Parr his second strike. If he stuffs this up, he's out. And I'll move on from that. But yes, a good first up third there. 5 skins is good. I think it's a good price. It is value because I think
it's not
like this field. It's a pretty even sort of field. I think if it was any lesser than what it is, then the price would be a lot shorter. But I think if you can get $5, you might even get $5.50. It might drift out. There's about half a dozen around the $5, $6, $7 mark. So yeah, honest horse.
I'm really concerned, Tone, because I know we're as thick as thieves, me and you, T&T. But you've gone Josh Parr and Marto's tip. Guess who's riding his $2.50?
Yeah, but he'll
Josh
lose
Parr
on that. He'll be saving himself for later in the day. You know.
So you know, are you guys teaming up to look together to put it like? Is he sort of saying, "Here's the little appetizer, Tone. Here you go," and you just go, "Bang! Here's the main meal. Stick it together."
Oh, absolutely not. I think I tipped mine was up on the page before Marto, so I had Joshy Parr.
Well, we've got first leg of the quaddy in Sydney anyway. Race 7, number 2, the Bobber. Well, Marto's already told us that. And then he's got race 8. Find yourself a winner in race 9, and supposedly Tone's got you covered in the last in Steel Diamond. Well done, mate.
There we go.
Okay, now I hate doing this, Taz. I hate doing it because it was a New Year's resolution. I hate picking maiden horses that are second up after a slashing run, first up. And it was one of my resolutions to stop doing that. And the worst thing in Kembla Grange, there's no prices up as yet. But I found one, big boy. Crime Spree. PP Snowden, one of yours, Tassie. I know you like a Snowden horse.
I do like a Snowden horse.
Mitchie Bell's going to ride in the country. It's a new jockey on. And Layette, I don't know where he's racing this week, but he's not racing at Kembla because I was hoping that he would kick on. But this horse, last start, Tony, started at 120 to 1 for a Snowden horse. You got to think what's going on there. In the bush.
Wow. In the sticks.
In the bush. A Snowden horse started at 120 to 1. Now, Taz, I'll give you a little bit of Pez's idea here. I want to hear it. I love a good stable that spell their horses after 2 runs because they know it's got ability, but it's a pig.
Yep.
They don't know why it won't run. And I love when they're being spelled after 2 runs because they're going, something's wrong with this. We better work it out. Anyway, comes back. I backed it at 120, got about $18 the place. It was Mishani Spartan type run from last. I tell you what, in one more hop, Pezza is, you know.
So Pezza, so it comes from behind, right?
Oh, does it come from behind? Oh, okay. Jesus Christ.
And what you're saying is normally you don't know about the way it jumps. Does it jump like it's
No, it doesn't jump real well.
So it doesn't jump real well.
Yep.
Comes from behind.
Yes.
So really what you're telling me is that's the recipe for success because after today, we saw it, didn't we?
Oh, Laura's Prince.
We saw it.
There we go.
So we're all in New South Wales this week, boys. It's a bit strange, but Pez has found one at Kembla Grange. I'll make sure on the Facebook page, as soon as I get a price, I'll change his slide and put it up. And we're not exactly sure because we've got 250 in the 6 and the 5s. Honestly, I think it's going to be around 6 to 12 to 1. It's third pick by the experts, Crime Spree. But I would just fingers crossed we get a good result on Saturday and we all line up and we get that magical quaddie in the Gold Coast because it's going to pay an absolute fortune.
Yeah.
Anyway, boys.
Just check, no prices up yet. Yep.
No prices, yeah. I'm not too happy about that. I rarely tip a horse, though I don't know the price. But I reckon it doesn't matter the price. If it's $2.50, we're being told that's value, Tone. So get on.
Value. Get on. Get on.
The
'Cause it might
moron
come in
method. The
20.
moron method, Taz.
Yeah, no, there's nothing wrong with that because seriously, if you just keep backing $2.50 winners, eventually one will win and you'll still be behind.
Yeah, I think I worked that out. If all you did was back even money sort of horses, you need to go 2 from 3, 66%. And I don't know too many people who go around at 66%.
It's like it's the stupid punter that goes to the roulette wheel. Don't they see that they've got limits on the table? So they start with 5, they lose, double to 10. After about 6 spins, they're over the table limit. They can't win.
Yeah, well, that's my system in Hong Kong with Zach Burton. I put 10 on the first. If he loses, go to 20, then to 40, then to 80. Genius.
Eventually, you get one.
Eventually, Zachy rides one. And hopefully,
how far have you gone? What's the biggest you've gone
I think
to?
the biggest I've gone to 1,000, 1,180, and he won one at $8. So I got back about 12.
Well, that's a good go.
I was shitting myself. Don't worry about that. Absolutely shitting myself. But boys, thanks for coming today. It was absolutely great to see you. As I said, thanks for the birthday love. Really appreciate it. Marto, we love you. Any quick words to Marto? Because I know he's going to be a little bit down in the mouth about us.
Marto, we do love you. We miss you, okay? But we do enjoy the banter. And it is a pity that you don't get a word back, but that's bad luck.
Yeah. So hopefully next week, Marto gets in that little segment where he gets a Thursday to join us or a Friday. So we'll work it out. We'll try to get the great man on.
Don't forget to follow Marto's quaddie on Saturday because I'm sure he'll have the field in at least one leg.
Yeah.
No, I don't
know how he's got 5 out of 7, but he's definitely got 4 out of 6, and he's on fire, the big man. So, yeah, 4 from 6, well done. If you go the Taz system of putting a line through his results, and then you get a bigger percentage, genius.
Oh, it's amazing. It works. It really, really works. It really works. I'm going to do 2 quaddies this week.
Yeah.
All right, just to prove it, and I'll have the tickets ready.
Perfect.
Okay, beautiful. So I'll have the tickets ready. I'm going to do one that he puts everything.
Yeah.
And I'm going to do one where I'm going to take his tips out, and we'll see which one I get it with.
Okay. Love it.
Perfect.
All right, boys. Time to go. Well done, Pezza. Ubiquitous into Lara's Prince. Well done, boys. Well done, Pezza. Capricorn Prince. Well done, boys.
Absolutely well done.
Huge.
Marabin there as well,
and well done, Marto, on his little quaddie extravaganza.
Yeah, 4 from 6, big boy. 4 from 6.
5 from 7, he's told us. But the plural form of winner, as in winners every day.
All right.
Could you imagine when when the quaddies were just the old 9 legs, or 10, when they used to then go up to the? Do you remember those days?
Yeah.
Oh.
Marto would have got every quaddie every week.
Yeah. Yeah.
Every quaddie every week, without a doubt.
Yep. In any race
born in the wrong era.
He was, man. Yep. Yeah.
Oh well.
Oh, we'll leave it there. Yeah. We'll leave it that. Yeah. All right, see you, boys. Well done, boys. Well done. Good work.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Well done. Happy birthday. Happy birthday.
Thank you, mate.
Birthday boy.